What does it take to stand against an empire? In the rugged mountains of what is now Limpopo province, one African king did exactly that. At a time when colonial powers were expanding across southern Africa, King Sekhukhune refused to surrender his people's land, independence, and dignity. His story is one of courage, political strategy, military innovation, betrayal, and ultimately, sacrifice. This is the remarkable story of King Sekhukhune, the warrior king of the Bapedi Kingdom. King Sekhukhune was born around the year 1814 as Matsebe, the son of King Sekhukhune I of the Bapedi Kingdom. He grew up during a period of uncertainty across southern Africa. Kingdoms were rising and falling, communities were being displaced by conflict, and European settlers were steadily expanding their influence inland. From a young age, Sekhukhune learned the importance of leadership, diplomacy, and warfare. These experiences would prepare him for one of the greatest challenges any African ruler would face during the 19th century. When his father died in 1861, a dispute over the royal succession broke out. Sekhukhune eventually secured the throne after defeating supporters of his half-brother Mampuru. His reign had begun. Once crowned king, Sekhukhune focused on strengthening the Bapedi Kingdom rather than simply expanding it. He built strong alliances with neighboring communities through diplomacy and marriage, helping unite different groups under his leadership. Understanding that the nature of warfare was changing, he introduced an innovative strategy. Young Bapedi men were encouraged to work on farms and in the diamond mines around Kimberley. Instead of seeing this as a loss of labor, Sekhukhune used part of their earnings to purchase modern firearms from traders operating through Delagoa Bay, today's Maputo in Mozambique. This transformed the Bapedi army into one of the best armed African forces of its time. At the same time, he strengthened mountain fortresses that made enemy attacks incredibly difficult. Every decision reflected careful planning. Sekhukhune knew that survival would depend not only on bravery, but also on preparation. By the mid-1870s, tensions between the Bapedi Kingdom and the South African Republic had reached breaking point. The Boer government demanded greater control over the region. Sekhukhune refused. In 1876, war erupted. Despite facing opponents equipped with artillery and modern weapons, the Bapedi successfully defended their mountain strongholds. The difficult terrain, combined with Sekhukhune's military tactics, frustrated the Boer forces. The campaign became one of the most significant defeats suffered by the South African Republic during that period. For many Africans, Sekhukhune became a symbol of resistance. But the conflict was far from over. In 1877, Britain annexed the Transvaal and inherited the ongoing dispute with the Bapedi Kingdom. Determined to establish complete control over the region, British forces launched a much larger military campaign in 1879. This time, they were supported by Swazi allies and possessed overwhelming numbers. After fierce fighting, the British captured Sekhukhune's mountain fortress. On the 2nd of December 1879, King Sekhukhune was taken prisoner and imprisoned in Pretoria. Although defeated militarily, his resistance had forced one of the world's most powerful empires to commit enormous resources to overcome a single African kingdom. Following the First Anglo-Boer War, Sekhukhune was released from prison in 1881. He returned home hoping to rebuild his kingdom. But political divisions within the royal family remained unresolved. On the 13th of August, 1882, King Sekhukhune was assassinated by supporters of his half-brother Mampuru, ending the life of one of Southern Africa's greatest military leaders. Today, more than a century later, his legacy lives on. His name is carried by the Sekhukhune district in Limpopo, but more importantly, his story reminds us that African kingdoms were not passive victims of history. They planned, they innovated, they resisted, and they fought to preserve their sovereignty against overwhelming odds. King Sekhukhune's legacy remains one of resilience, leadership, and unwavering determination. If you enjoyed this journey into South Africa's rich history, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Great North Archives, and turn on notifications so you never miss another story from our past. Until next time, thank you for watching.